Welcome to the Age of Aquarius and to all of you. Before we enter a brief ritual to welcome the shift from Pisces cusp Aquarius to the cusp proper, let me handle some housekeeping. My name is Reynolds Jones. I'm the preceptor and Grand Master of the Order of Hermes, which is a lay and clerical order of the Church of the New Aeon, a legally recognized Universalist denomination that welcomes people and congregations of all faiths, as long as those faiths focus on loving one another and doing good to the earth and its people. The Order of Hermes itself is aimed specifically at the LGBTQA community, offering a spiritual path to LGBTQA people, regardless of their personal faith. Links to both the Church and the Order of Hermes websites are in YouTube if you're interested. When I first began considering this ritual, a year ago, the pandemic was not with us, and I envisioned a ritual broadcast from one of our temples with a congregation present and other members of the governing body of the denomination participating. However, given the pandemic and the fact that we are bound to take seriously any threat to the health of our members, this is a very scaled down version of that. I chose not even to use the local temple, Spiral Path, which is themed on Native American and Celtic spirituality and is literally down the block, as to see the temple open invites people to imagine that we will be returning to regular services soon, when in reality it is probable that it will be another 3 to 6 months before vaccinations render these types of precautions unnecessary. However, I am joined by the High Priestess of the temple, the Reverend Kieran Fox, who will be partaking in this ritual and engaging in parts of it. So welcome to the online community. I'm sorry this is not grander, but our limitations do not diminish the move into Aquarius. The astrological signs, as we know them, have certainly been celebrated for a very long time. Each age lasts for 2,160 years. We are now exiting the age of Pisces. We began the process of exiting it in the 1960s, famously celebrated by the Fifth Dimension in their well-known song, "This is the Dawning of the Age of Aquarius." Pisces, the age now passing, is a water sign. And while it is associated with imagination and sensitivity, it is also associated more negatively with idealism, being oversensitive, lazy, and pessimistic. Aquarius, the age to which we move, on the other hand, is an air sign and is associated with technology, invention, and humanitarianism, as well as communication. The negatives within Aquarius are the possibility of over-intellectualization and the possibility of instability. Most astrologers agree that we enter the Piscean cusp sometime in the 1960s. The total time we will spend in the cusp, depending on which astrologer you prefer, is somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 years. We will emerge from the cusp at approximately 2600. The further into the age of Aquarius we travel, however, the greater the influence of Pisces will diminish and the greater the influence of Aquarius will increase. It is extremely easy to see the increasing influence of Aquarius over the last 60 years. The increasing speed with which we develop new science and new technology are nothing short of breathtaking. We communicate right now in ways that we historically did not. And as we communicate between people, races, and genders, we become a more positive, forward-thinking people with an increasing commitment of people to help one another. At the same time, the rear guard of Pisces fights very hard indeed. Dictators arise, people afraid of the future, afraid of those who are different from themselves, and even afraid of each other, do violence to the earth and to one another. In fact, it can be argued that only the laziness inherent in Pisces has caused the efforts of would-be despots to fail up until this point. The bigots and the hateful of the departing age make use of the increasing instability that is native to the Aquarian age and to all air signs to attempt to lengthen their reign, displace the incoming ideals, and prevent the inevitable change. As the vanguard of the Age of Aquarius, it is up to us to not only stress the technological and the scientific, but especially to stress the communication and humanitarian tendencies of the sign in our everyday lives and through our actions, that we may displease peacefully those who so desperately want to hold us to the past. And I'm going to ask Reverend Fox to now offer opening prayers to the God and Goddess.
Great Lady, Great Lord, please join us as we enter into this transition with open hearts and open minds as we move from Pisces to Aquarius. Let us accept the changes and even further them to your glory and not ours. Blessed be.
Blessed be. On the table, and I'm going to turn the camera so that you can actually see it. On the table, you see 3 candles. The first candle on the left represents the age of Pisces, the age that is passing away. The second candle represents the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius and its struggles, where we now stand. The third and final candle represents the new age, the age of Aquarius. We will light them starting on the left. After lighting the left-hand candle, Reverend Fox will lead a brief visualization in which I would appreciate your assistance. We will then light the center candle, and I will lead another brief visualization. This represents our move to the cusp, which began when I was very small, and some of you were not yet born. When we complete the second visualization, I will snuff out the first candle, the candle of Pisces, and will light the candle of Aquarius, the third candle, as we focus on communication, plenty, and a bright future for us all. Reverend Fox will then briefly ask the universe to favor us and to help guide us to a place of peace, plenty, love, and joy. The ritual will close, and we will leave the candle of the cusp and the candle of the future burning as the camera is turned off and the ritual ends. Welcome to the Age of Aquarius.
Close your eyes. Think about the sound of the waves as they crash on the shore. And as you listen, you can hear them slowly starting to recede. But they fight for every inch pushed back. But still they go as one age moves from another. And gently, air fills the space to bring us forward to the new age.
Continue the visualization as the air that fills our lungs, that allows the plants to grow, that allows us to breathe, fills that space exited by the water. Not that the waters of life depart, but that they return to a vital part of the cycle, no longer dominating, but being part of the whole. As the air of the age of Pisces, as the air of the age of Aquarius replaces the water of the age of Pisces, and as you see around you new life arising, colorful, peaceful, and loving.
Sorry, what's this prayer? As we stand in this place, as we acknowledge those who came before us and watch for those who come after us, we beseech you, the universe, to guide us in this transition, to become more than we are, and to become everything we can be. We call on you and the ancestors, the Lord and the Lady, to guide our steps, to bring us peacefully into this new age. Blessed be.
Blessed be.